If your AI outputs feel random and just pointless, it is not the model or the architecture, it is basically your prompting. So today I will show you two prompting techniques that turn AI into a controlled and precise assistant instead of just a random chatbot. Hey, my name is Ajwat and I make AI simple for you, so let's dive in. Prompting is a thing which requires continuous iteration, which is great, but sometimes it can become a headache. And today we will try to keep the chance of iteration as low as possible to avoid that headache by using these two prompting techniques, which we call JSON prompting and meta prompting. Let's start with JSON prompting. It is a really helpful and an advanced way to write your prompts in order to have the better results. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It is a format in which we write prompts like this instead of plain English. Don't get worried, it is not something related to code, but yeah, it is a really great format which is really clearly understandable by LLMs. So let's do some practical work with it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm right now in ChatGPT and I have this prompt. This is the basic normal prompt in the plain English, right? How we used to write prompts. We have a role, then we have a target audience, we have primary keywords, secondary keywords, requirements, and a lot of more stuff and tone. Okay, so this is our normal prompt, like how we used to write prompts in plain English. Let's just put that into ChatGPT. Okay, so as you can see, we are having this article on on digital marketing for small businesses. As our prompts say, you are an experienced content writer and this write an SEO optimized blog post title with this keyword. Okay, this is fine. Okay, a really great result. But now when we are reading this, we are seeing a bunch of more different issues. We have to iterate our prompt, and that is pretty headache, and it is a really difficult stuff to do. One reason behind this that we are not having great results is this English thing, because yeah, ChatGPT know English. It is a large language model, but when we are prompting ChatGPT into a machine readable format, it is far more superior and a far more better result. So let's just convert this same prompt into JSON. So as you can see, this is JSON, JavaScript Object Notation. We have to close every bracket which we are opening, and this is how we write prompt. So first we have a field of role, a content writer experienced in SEO and digital marketing. The task, write an blog post on this. Title, target audience, primary keywords, secondary keywords. Then we have requirements. Then we have a lot more details with the tone and with the featured paragraphs, and we have a little we just turned this into a more comprehensive prompt. And now let's just enter the same prompt into ChatGPT. The main difference is previous one was in English and this is now in JSON. Let me just enter that. So as you can see, ChatGPT is now writing. As you can see, this is a far more better article than the previous one. No doubt the previous one was great and our prompt was okay, fine. This was not a bad prompt. This was a great prompt structure, and we were just checking every box, but that was in English. Okay, now this article and this article have a lot more difference. This one is more better. We don't have to iterate. We don't have to this is far more superior than the previous one. We may have to do some changes, but that varies person to person. And I think it is really great because our prompt was in JSON and this is a really great way we can level up our prompting game. Because as you can see, if we were writing in English, first we have to go to the prompt, and then we have to find out the area which we want to tweak. But when we are writing in JSON, we don't have to we don't have to go to specific areas. Everything is clearly categorized and structured. If we want to do something with tone, we can go here and change the tone. If we want to do something with the title, we can go here and change target audience. Everything is pretty structured, and we have a lot more flexibility than English. And this is first of our advanced prompting techniques, and I think this is the most advanced prompting technique which we can use right now, because it gives us a lot more flexibility. It is a lot more easier to write. We don't And one more thing, when we are writing huge prompts which are like in paragraphs, when we are writing in English paragraphs, we have to like really take care of the grammar and the sentence structure so that ChatGPT can understand what we are trying to say. But when we are writing in JSON, we just have to label our object. In this thing we call this object, and we have then this object stores this data. So this is our object. We can just label our object and just add things to that. It is a really great way to enhance our prompting game. So now moving on, we have meta prompting. Meta prompting is an advanced technique in which we ask LLM to write or optimize the existing prompts. Basically, I think a more suitable word for this, a more appropriate word for this is what I call reverse prompting. We just reverse engineer. We just give our prompt to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to make it better. So let's just do this, and I think this is also a great way, because when you don't understand JSON and you don't want to be on the technical side stuff, we can use this thing, because it is a really great way. You can say the most laziest, but one of the most greatest way to enhance our prompting game. So let's just copy the same prompt, this one, and I'm going to paste that into ChatGPT again. And now we will use some prompting techniques like the role-based prompt. I will just give a role. You are a prompting expert. Make this prompt better for maximum output. Okay, so this is our prompt, and I just write that into ChatGPT. As you can see, we are having these responses. You can choose whatever you want to choose, but as you can see, this prompt is more better than the previous one, and we don't have to iterate ourselves. ChatGPT is going to automate this stuff for us. And you can see our prompt was pretty short, and this is pretty long. We have some new fields, like as you can see, formatting requirements, content expectations. As you can see, our previous prompt was not consisting of these content expectations. Then we don't have additional requirements, output expectations. So as you can see, I think this is a more better response. I'm going to click on I prefer this response, and we have this prompt. And now we can copy paste this same prompt from this, and we can just put that into ChatGPT again. So this meta prompting thing is a lazy way and a really great way, because when we don't have time, we don't want to be when you are feeling lazy, you don't want to do some work, you can just put that thing into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to make it better, or any other LLM you can make. Even, for example, you are creating an image on Nano Banana and you are not having that great result, and you figure out that your prompt was not good enough to trigger those algorithms in Nano Banana to create a high resolution or an image which complies with your requirements. You can just put your prompt into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to make it a better prompt. And you should also mention that I'm going to use that prompt on Nano Banana, and ChatGPT will think that way and will help you to create a more better prompt. So these were are prompting techniques, and I think these are the most advanced prompting techniques which we can use right now. And I really love the JSON prompting. It is a really great thing, but it is a bit more on technical side. And the meta prompting is just a lazy way we can enhance our prompt, but meta prompting works really good when you don't understand the technical side. So I hope you like this video and you learn something valuable. So if you learned something valuable, please hit subscribe and like.